The Iowa Hawkeyes adding to their 2024 class on this Thursday with a commitment out of Omaha. How about another big tight end? You can never have too many big bodies in the tight end room at tight end U. We'll talk about the commitment of Michael Burt out of the Nebraska, Omaha area in just a second. Really exciting prospect and a lot of physical tools that we've seen in past tight ends. And I've got a comparison that I think you might find somewhat intriguing. But first, I want to thank our sponsors, Ascent Nutrition, and their awesome new products. You can see the code here on the screen. Go ascentnutrition.com and use the code Hawkeyes for 15% off your order. But how about this product? Their new Lion's Mane mushroom powder, which has been shown to support brain health, memory, healthy stress response, overall immune system health. Check it out at goascentnutrition.com and be sure to use the code Hawkeyes for that discount. And you can use that discount across the website. GoAscentNutrition.com. Also, Iowa floor covering and their Tough Core Click Together 4.5 millimeter waterproof vinyl flooring. We've talked about this for so long. It's great stuff and a good rate from good people. $269 per foot with self-installation. Contact Tyler and the guys down in Bondurant. Maybe even visit them in person down in Bondurant at IFC. Visit iowafloorcovering.com/DIY to learn more about this great deal and how you can purchase this self-installation flooring via Iowa floor covering. So the news on this Thursday, Iowa lands a commitment out of the state of Nebraska, and he picked Iowa over Nebraska. Michael Burt, tight end out of Omaha, out of Creighton Prep in Omaha, selects the Hawkeyes, recently was offered by Iowa, and according to his Twitter timeline, almost all his offers came in the last month. And really in the last couple of weeks. Burt did not waste time. Once he got that offer from Tight End University, he picks Iowa over the likes of Nebraska, Illinois, Minnesota, and a number of other schools, including a couple of really solid FCS schools, including South Dakota State, who Iowa played last year. Look, you look at him on tape, he's got a really big frame. Big body, he's 6'6", and I'll compare him a little bit to Grant Leeper for a second. Grant is part of the 23 class, and Grant is 6'6". But when Grant committed, I think he was listed closer to 210, 215. Michael's closer to 230, and you can see that on film. He's just got a big frame. He's got a good stride. I mean, he runs really well for his size, and he's got the potential to be an elite run blocker. I mean, he could be a bulldozer for the Iowa run game, a run grader, so to speak. And certainly with that type of size at tight end, you're automatically thinking of him potentially being a red zone target. The next question is, does he have the hands to be the type of pass-catching tight end and potential red zone target that Iowa looks to utilize, like a Noah Fant or even a TJ Hawkinson? He does. According to the tape, at least the tape that I've seen, he's got very soft hands. Now, Creighton Prep does not throw the ball a lot, so obviously he's coming in with a lot of experience running the football, and so that's going to help. Appears like he's got very good blocking technique, but when he's asked to run and catch the ball out in space, he's able to do so. And he's shown on film some really exceptional hands and has made some tough catches in tight space. If there's one guy that he reminds me of the most, and I'm talking former Iowa tight ends, and it's not just because of size, but it's CJ Fedorowicz. If you remember CJ Fedorowicz coming out of high school, and CJ was a highly touted kid. Remember, he was, I think, class of 2012, 2011, somewhere in there. And he was a four-star recruit. I think he was like a top 5 tight end nationally out of Illinois. It was a big recruiting win for Iowa. And CJ was a little bit bigger than Michael Burt. I don't think he was taller than Michael at this stage. Remember, Michael's got another year to grow before he gets to Iowa next year. I think maybe CJ was closer to 240, and he was a big tight end out of high school. But again, at 6'6", 230, the way Michael moves out in space, the way he can catch the football, he's got good speed. Not great speed, I don't think, but for his size, he's got pretty darn good speed. He was at a recent Iowa camp, seemed to really click with Abdul Hodge, and Abdul's doing a pretty nice job at that position. Now, is he landing the 4- and 5-star kids at tight end? No. But Iowa really never has done that, with the exception being a couple guys in there like CJ Fedorowicz, who was a 4-star recruit out of high school. And they've tried to go after guys like Mac Markway, who was a legacy kid. But ultimately, it doesn't really seem to matter what these guys' star ratings are, because Iowa knows how to develop kids. And you wondered maybe a little bit, once Abdul Hodge was added to the staff, does that take away from credibility for a guy who's never coached tight ends, becoming the tight ends coach at tight end U, so to speak? It doesn't seem to have that effect. And so far so good. And Abdul Hodge has got an excellent group to work with in 2023. If you missed our interview with tight end Grant Leeper, who just enrolled at Iowa, check that out. That was released a couple of days ago here on the channel. So just wanted to check in with you and provide that update here. Michael Burt just committing to the Hawkeyes here an hour ago. And so wanted to provide some reaction. Stay tuned. More recruiting coverage here. And of course, as we count down the days to fall camp in August, lots of stuff coming here, folks. Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Tell me what you thought when you looked up the Michael Burt tape, and we'll talk to you soon.